Your mind is not clear. It is drowning in noise, in endless opinions, in distractions that pull you in 1,000 directions. Every day you wake up and the fog surrounds you. Too many thoughts, too many worries, too many desires. You chase one thing, then another, never calm, never steady. But here's the hidden truth. This chaos is not new. 2,000 years ago, the Stoics faced the same fog of confusion, and they carved a path through it. They discovered timeless steps to silence the noise, to focus the mind, and to see clearly again. This is the ancient Stoic path to mental clarity. Step 1. Recognize the fog. The first step is awareness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. The fog is not outside you. It is inside, created by judgments, by illusions, by false importance given to trivial things. But here's what nobody tells you. Most people never notice the fog. They think the noise is normal. They think distraction is life, and so they wander forever, never seeing straight. The Stoics say, stop. Recognize the storm in your mind. See it for what it is, clutter, not clarity. Only when you see the fog can you begin to clear it. Step 2. Silence the useless. Once you see the fog, you must begin cutting it away. Seneca warned, life is long if you know how to use it. But most lives are wasted on what does not matter. Idle talk, endless news, gossip, regret, envy, desire. The hidden truth. Every useless thought steals space from clarity. Every distraction consumes the energy that should belong to wisdom. The Stoics practiced subtraction, not addition. Remove what does not matter. Ask, does this thought strengthen me? Does this concern make me better? If not, cut it. Silence is clarity. Step 3. Anchor in the present. The fog of the mind often comes from two illusions: the weight of the past and the fear of the future. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which arm you today. The lie of the mind is that clarity exists elsewhere, that peace is behind you or ahead of you. But here's the revelation. Clarity exists only now. In the step you take, in the breath you hold, in the moment you act. Anchor yourself. When thoughts scatter, return to the present. Ask, what is within my control here and now? This is where clarity begins. Step 4. Train the mind with discipline. The Stoics treated the mind like a muscle. Epictetus told his students, difficulties show what men are. A weak mind collapses in noise. A trained mind stands firm. The hidden truth. Clarity is not given, it is built. Daily. Through discipline, through practice, through deliberate exercises of reason. The Stoics rehearsed hardship, controlled desire, practiced reflection. The fog clears only when the mind is strong enough to push it aside. Strengthen it with self-control, with routine, with challenges embraced rather than feared. Discipline is the weapon that slices confusion. Step 5. Distinguish what is yours from what is not. One of the greatest sources of mental chaos is trying to control what is not yours. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But here's what most people miss. Every time you try to manage what belongs to others, or to fate, you surrender clarity. You become tangled in illusions of control. The Stoics gave us a shield, the dichotomy of control. Ask yourself, is this within my power or not? If it is yours, focus. If it is not, release. This single distinction clears half the fog instantly. Step 6. Reframe hardship life strikes. Loss, insult, failure, pain, all crash into the mind. And the fog thickens with fear and resentment. But Epictetus revealed, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The hidden truth is this: hardship is not an enemy of clarity. It is the training ground for it. Those who run from pain drown in confusion. Those who face pain learn to see straight through it. The Stoics practiced reframing. Instead of asking, "Why me?" they asked, "How can this serve me?" With that single shift, the fog became light. So far, the path has revealed itself step by step. 1. Recognize the fog. 2. Silence the useless. 3. Anchor in the present. 4. Train the mind with discipline. 5. Distinguish what is yours from what is not. 6. Reframe hardship. Already, clarity begins to emerge. The noise weakens, the storm calms, the fog thins. But the Stoic path does not end here. There are deeper steps, ancient practices that sharpen the mind into a fortress of calm vision. And those steps may transform the way you see everything. The fog of the mind begins to thin once you recognize it. Cut the useless, anchor in the present, train your discipline, separate what is yours, and reframe hardship. But the Stoics knew, true clarity is not simply less confusion. It is vision, steady, sharp, unshaken. To reach it, you must go deeper. Step 7. Practice daily reflection. Seneca wrote letters to his friend Lucilius every night, reviewing the day, examining thoughts, testing his choices. Why? Because reflection clears the sediment of the mind. Without it, errors pile up like dust and clarity fades. But here's the hidden truth. Most people live without review. They repeat the same mistakes, believing tomorrow will bring change. But tomorrow is only repetition of unexamined today. The Stoic method. Each night, look back. What thought helped me? What thought harmed me? Where did I live by reason? And where did I serve impulse? Reflection polishes the mirror of the mind. Step 8. Guard your attention. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." But in truth, your thoughts follow your attention, and your attention is constantly stolen by distractions, by noise, by the endless trivial. The mind becomes cloudy when attention is scattered. What nobody tells you is this: clarity requires ruthless guardianship of where your eyes, ears, and mind dwell. The Stoic answer: choose what you consume. Guard your attention as you would guard treasure, because where your attention goes, your life follows. Step 9. Align with nature. The Stoics believed clarity came not just from the self, but from harmony with the order of the world. Epictetus said, "Do not demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do." The fog thickens when you fight reality, when you demand the universe obey your desires. But clarity emerges when you see nature's flow and walk with it. The seasons, the cycles, the fate beyond you, accept them. Align with them. The fight ends, and the mind clears. Step 10. Live by virtue. At the heart of Stoicism lies virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. These are not lofty ideals but guiding lights. Every action judged by virtue either sharpens the mind or clouds it. Here's the revelation. Clarity is not a technique, it is a way of life. When you act with justice, you feel no guilt. When you act with courage, you feel no fear. When you act with temperance, you feel no excess. And when you act with wisdom, you see clearly. Virtue is the lens that turns chaos into order. Step 11. Contemplate mortality. Marcus Aurelius often told himself, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This was not morbid obsession, it was liberation, the hidden truth. Nothing clarifies the mind more than remembering death. Petty worries dissolve, small desires lose their pull. What remains is essential, the present moment, the chance to live with dignity. Memento mori, remember you must die, not to fear it, but to see clearly what matters before it is gone. Mortality is the final teacher of clarity. Step 12. Accept the flow of logos. The Stoics spoke of the logos, the rational order of the cosmos, the great design in which every life is a part. To see yourself as a fragment of this vast whole is to free yourself from the fog of ego. The truth. Much of the mind's confusion comes from imagining yourself the center of all things. But clarity comes when you see yourself as a thread in the tapestry. You belong, you fit, you play your role, and peace flows from that acceptance. The path summarized. The Stoic path to mental clarity is not quick. It is a lifelong journey, but the steps are timeless. 1. Recognize the fog. 2. Silence the useless. 3. Anchor in the present. 4. Train with discipline. 5. Distinguish what is yours. 6. Reframe hardship. 7. Practice reflection. 8. Guard your attention. 9. Align with nature. 10. Live by virtue. 11. Contemplate mortality. 12. Accept the logos. Follow these, and the fog begins to vanish. The noise weakens. The mind becomes steady, and clarity, sharp, calm, unshaken, becomes your way of life. If this ancient wisdom resonates with you, imagine what more you'll discover by walking further on this path. Subscribe and join us as we explore deeper truths that the Stoics left behind. Like this video if you are ready to clear the fog of your own mind, and share it with someone who feels lost in distraction, because this path may guide them to peace. The modern world is chaos, but the ancient Stoics built a map out of the storm. They left us a path to clarity, strength, and peace of mind. And the next lesson may surprise you even more, because it will reveal not just how to clear the fog, but how to build an unshakable fortress of the mind that nothing can penetrate.